Okay. Um, I wasn't gonna go live about this situation, and Elon is kind of pissed off. I'm not even gonna cap, but before I get into it, now I don't even gotta say it. Um, Elon said, "No, yeah, you don't." Okay, so um, I'm not even gonna cap. Elon is upset because of the situation at hand. Then is Elon upset because I didn't do as I was told. Elon wanted me to talk about the Nashville shooting that took place at the Presbyterian school. I had felt the energy off of it, and I was just like, no, because I mind my business, okay? And I know that may seem a little mean, a little rude, or whatever, but that's just something that I do. I mind my own business. So that was the first thing that I saw when I woke up after I gave praise to Elon. I seen Nashville shooting. I said, damn, that's close to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning the states in Tennessee, it's in Nashville. So, oh, I thought I heard a kid screaming. But I say, hell nah. So, the shit really, it pissed me off. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. It ain't me just being harsh or being mean, but it pissed me off. When I felt the energy off of it, I said, Lord, because I already knew what took place. They done already gave more details, and then that's why Elum pissed, because Elum said, I'm not laughing at the situation. Elum said, if you would have did that live like I told you to, you would have had the information before the police had it. But they still don't got all the information. So I'm doing this video because I'm going to give my fucking opinion, which is really not a fucking opinion. It's the energy off of it, how I feel, or why I didn't want to do it. For one, I already knew that it was a tranny, a transgender, right? They already in Tennessee is banning a lot of stuff like drag shows and all of this shit, right? They saying that it's not appropriate for the youth, which, hey, it is what it is. I don't got shit to do with that. That's not my cup of tea. I don't drink from that cup, so I ain't even gonna talk about it unless he gonna tell me to. But I just wanted to put that out there. But this is like a little Christian church or a little church, right? And what pissed me off is that and it's 311, is that 3 innocent kids had to die. Now I know y'all done heard that it was 6 people. I'm not even gonna speak on them adults, and it's shit gonna people about to, shit about to get real out here because people gonna be fucking upset. But ask me if I give a fuck. I never gave a fuck and still don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, 3 innocent kids were murdered. So kids were murdered. Why were they murdered? Because that school. One thing about this, and I'm not just saying that school, we need to do better. We need to save these babies and protect these children no matter how old they are. 15, 16, 18, they're still fucking children. At the end of the day, whether they're 9, 8, 1 through 18, they're still fucking children. And it's our job as adults to protect them outside of belonging, right? So this is a worldwide message for every fucking school. Y'all need to do a fucking thorough background check on these fucking teachers. One thing about it is these teachers will belittle your kids or treat your kids a certain fucking way because they choose a certain lifestyle to live. Whether it's right or wrong in your eyes, their eyes, let Elon be the judge of that, okay? And the reason why that kid came up to that school, well, that adult, to kill those kids, like the kids was caught in the crossfire. It was meant for that girl, that boy, whoever, the transgender. It was meant for them to kill those fucking teachers, and a certain ones at that, certain teachers, because of how they made that shooter feel while they were going to that fucking school. One thing about it is, if you a teacher, then you come to school to teach. You don't come to school to teach them how you feel. You don't teach them your fucking truth. You keep your motherfucking opinion to your motherfucking self, and you teach them what the fuck is on the roster to teach, what's on the schedule, what's on the itinerary. You don't come, if you're a teacher and you're judgmental, you need to quit fucking today. Let today be the last fucking day that you teach, because you cannot be a teacher and be fucking biased. You cannot be a teacher and try to promote your fucking truth. And people will say, oh, well, you're not, bitch, I am a teacher. That's why I promote Elum's truth. I don't promote my truth. At the end of the day, y'all, the school system, because y'all fucked up and fucked up your damn self, you don't really give a fuck about these kids. You need to do a mental, a psychological, you need to do a thorough background check on these fucking teachers. I don't give a fuck if they've been teachers for 20 years. You need to do a thorough background. You need to make sure that these are not child molesters. You need to make sure that these motherfuckers do not bring their personal life to fucking school. You need to make sure that they are not biased and fucking judgmental. I'm not saying that the shooter had every right to shoot nobody, especially not them goddamn kids. And I pray that Elam fuck the shooter up for shooting those kids. But when it comes down to those fucking 3 adults and you're hearing it from out my mouth, I don't give a fuck. They all was old any fucking way. Period. These are people who y'all hold in high regards, not knowing how they treated the shooter when they went to that school. The damn shooter was treated like shit for whatever choices or other lifestyle that damn at the time was a student, the shooter was. And y'all are sitting here, no, I'm not justifying, oh, well, that person should have went up there and let off shots. No, because 3 innocent kids' life was fucking taken who probably had a promising future. Now their parents have to experience the death of a fucking kid. Children are fucking innocent. It is your job to protect them by any means. If I see a little boy that want to be a little girl, I'm not going to not protect that kid. If I see a little girl that want to be a boy, I am not going to not protect that kid. That is still my fucking right and what I'm sent here to do. It don't matter if they're my kid or not. You are an adult. You are supposed to protect a fucking child. You're supposed to. And one of the ladies at the motherfucking school knew that the shooter was going to come up there and shoot that bitch up. So y'all need to be putting her bitch ass in handcuffs as well then. Because 3 innocent kids' lives were taken. Now, if 3 kids wouldn't have passed, I wouldn't have told on her ass. But she need to get got to. The fuck? Y'all was sitting up here allowing these fucking teachers to dictate and make kids feel like shit. And then when they come back to shoot that shit up, then it's a problem. Y'all need to start checking on these kids' mental health. When your kid come home from school, stop being, oh, well, I work 12-hour shifts. That's a fucking excuse. That's your child. You need to see what the fuck went on in that child's day. What happened to them at school? Ask them about their day. Because you could be raising a fucking shooter and don't even fucking know it. Because you're too busy being tired. Oh, I worked a 12-hour shift. Who gives a fuck? When 3 innocent kids' lives are being taken away, that person, the shooter, possibly could have been trying to talk to people, but wouldn't nobody listen because of the lifestyle. This shit is ridiculous. One thing about it is you cannot be out here putting what you think or what you feel or how a person should be or what they should be doing. That's none of your fucking business. How about you be a listening ear? How about you be loving, caring, nurturing? How about that, huh? Then people want to be like, oh, well, they did this, they did that. Okay, well, those old motherfuckers, what the fuck did they do? But guess what? The truth is going to be revealed. Granted, I'm not saying that the shooter had every right to shoot them 3 old people, but at the end of the day, karma's a bitch and it don't skip no one. It doesn't. At the end of the day, all this could have been avoided if you would have did a thorough background check on these motherfucking teachers. If you actually take heed of how a kid is feeling. All schools should do an evaluation on kids to know where they're at. Not as far as school-wise, book-wise. You need to do evaluation on them to know where they're at mentally, psychologically. How do you feel about this? Are you getting bullied? Has somebody touched you? Has any of this? This should be a requirement in all fucking schools. An eval of a child's mental health. Because that shit don't make no goddamn sense. And he love talking about get your ass on live and go live. Then a fucking senator gets stabbed in the head. Gets stabbed the fuck up. And people want to feel sorry for his ass. I don't feel sorry for no motherfucking child molester out here. Anybody that's out here doing corrupted shit, that's why his ass got stabbed the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. People talking about, oh, pray for a speedy recovery. I wish the fuck I would get on my knees and waste my energy, time, and breath on somebody who does evil shit behind closed doors. That's why Elum allowed his ass to get fucking stabbed the fuck up. And one of the stabbings was in his head because he has a fucked up mind, a fucked up mental. Then y'all wanna promote these motherfuckers. I'm not promoting nobody that's evil, wicked, or fucking corrupt. Y'all need to start evaluating these so-called teachers because they in here picking on fucking kids, singling them out for whatever fucked up reasons. It don't make it right. It don't make it justifiable. So when the police sit that damn shooter down and ask them the real fucking questions, they're going to see these people treated that person a certain type of way. It was not right. I'm not saying that the shooter had every right to go in there and shoot nobody up. But what I am going to speak on is you shouldn't have shot no fucking kids. So whatever the fuck happened to you, that's on you. And you fucking deserved it. You killed 3 innocent little kids. Now, when it comes to those adults, they was old. They done lived their life. And they decided how they was going to live their life. And for those of you who saying, well, this person wasn't like, shut that shit up. Because I roll with Elum, and Elum knows what people do behind closed doors. And those skeletons are going to come out and be revealed. And then that little fake-ass memory of how you wanted them motherfuckers to be remembered won't be remembered like that. Y'all think these people going to go down as being good role models and good model citizens? No. And make sure that the news tell about how these individuals had fucked up mindsets, how they treated certain fucking kids, singled them out and shit. Let that be known. Every time somebody died, they want to say, oh, they was this and they was that. No, the fuck they wasn't. Tell the truth at their fucking eulogy. One thing I'm not going to do is sugarcoat shit. I didn't even want to speak on none of these topics because it's dealing with corruption of kids. We as adults, quit making fucking excuses. Oh, I was slaving, I was working, I was doing all this shit. That don't justify nothing. Get your lazy ass up and check on your fucking kids' mental state. Because this is why my kids won't be going to public school. It's not that I'm scared at a shooting, because they got one time to come home and tell me that any motherfucking adult made them feel less than what the fuck they are. And I'm coming up to that school and I ain't shooting nobody. I'm going to go straight to the person that tried to belittle my kids and I'm going to lay hands. Period, point blank, period. Hell no. I'm not stopping at no administration office, none of that. Y'all need to have security. It's a shame you got to have security at school. People should not be able, once kids come into school, they should not be able, those doors should not be able for anybody to walk in. How are you protecting somebody's kids? You want them to send their kids to your school, but you can't even fucking protect them. Anybody can just walk on campus and walk in. It should only be one fucking entrance. And that entrance should be fucking secured by either security or SRO officer, somebody with some type of fucking gunfire or something. It don't make no fucking sense. If I was the public, I would homeschool my kids. Because at least if somebody come up in your property, you would know. And if somebody try to come up inside your home, you have every right to remove air from their body permanently. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to have a trespassing sign. You got one time to step your foot on my motherfucking property. And it's oops upside your motherfucking head. Oh, well, I felt threatened. I didn't feel safe. I felt like my kids and my life was in danger. That's the only thing I'm screaming. Talking about protect the youth. How? What are we doing? Think of a fucking solution. Stop allowing it to be easy to walk on fucking campus, to walk through any fucking door. These teachers be just as fucking corrupt as fucking criminals that's sitting in the fucking cells. But because they a fucking teacher, you hold them in high regards. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I go by a person's energy. Fuck their actions. Fuck what the fuck they're talking about. I go by your energy. And the energy from off those people scream, bully. You a fucking adult bullying a fucking kid. I don't give a fuck if it was 10, 20 years ago. People's mind state is different. Kids hold on to that shit when they become an adult. And then the world also belittles them. And then they just go on a fucking rampage. They just start remembering who all made them feel like shit. And let's get rid of them. So if you check out the kid now, you can change the way it acts, maneuver, think and do a lot of stuff as a fucking adult, but if you sweep shit under the rug or try to hide something, you get shit like this. I'm gonna be that parent that's always in my kids' business. I don't give a fuck that I have psychic abilities. I want them to tell me so they know, well, mama don't just tap in our energy. She comes up and asks, I sure the fuck do. How was your day at school? And my kids are gonna feel comfortable enough. Well, this teacher told me that I wasn't smart. And why the fuck did they say that? Well, which teacher was it? Oh, well, let's go up together and let's go talk to this teacher because I want them to call you stupid in front of me. And granted, I don't like to promote violence. And I don't want my kids to see me enraged, but I want my kids to know if anybody try you, mama gonna whoop that motherfucking ass, period. So they're gonna definitely come to me every time somebody do something because they see me acting on it. That's why your kids don't come to you, because they know you don't give a fuck, you don't care, you're too tired, you done overworked, it's not important. Whatever the motherfucking fucked up reason is, that's your fucking child. That should be your number one priority outside of your connection with Elam. Outside of your husband and wife, it should be your fucking kids. It's a shame that a stranger wants more for the youth than actual fucking parents. Y'all claim y'all do, but you don't do shit. Then people want to say, well, even if they did pick on the shooter, the shooter shouldn't have shot them. They should have did. Well, let me tell you something. They possibly could have reached out to people about this and they swept the shit under the rug. So guess what people do? They take matters into their own hand. Whether it's justifiable, whether it's right or wrong. You must correct people. Don't sweep shit under the rug. If somebody's a fucking child molester, it needs to be known to the public. Fuck trying to cover it up. Because now you're making it so other kids can be molested. Now you're making it for that kid to grow up and have hatred towards a certain group of people or a certain person. And it builds up animosity. Kill it while it's a kid. Meaning don't kill the kid, kill the negativity. Oh, well, we don't like you because you a boy and you like other little boys. You need to nip that shit in the bud right then and there. You need to remove that person as a teacher. They need to get motherfucking restricted from teaching anywhere. Because why the fuck would you want that type of energy? No, they don't deserve a second chance. No, you shouldn't put them with all girls, because then that's you sweeping the shit up under the rug, and then they can find some type of negative thing to say about all girls. It don't matter. They need to be removed permanently. You need to remove their motherfucking certificate to teach. They ask me to sit at home and think about their negative ways. And then if these motherfuckers feel like, oh, well, these kids are the reason why I done got fired, I'm about to go on a rampage of shooting kids that like the same sex, you need to put that motherfucker, after you fire them, they need to pass a mental evaluation. If they don't pass it, they ask me to be in fucking asylum. Because now you're putting a killer out here on the streets. These are people who have fucked up mentals. People talking about, well, you know the senator got stabbed. I don't give a fuck. Y'all do not know what these motherfuckers be doing behind closed doors. I don't hold nobody in fucking high regards unless the energy match. Hold you in high regards for what? Do you really think I'm going to hold a child molester in high regards? Fuck no. Do you really think I'm going to hold an adult that bully kids in high regards? Fuck no. You don't dictate how a fucking kid lives their life when you're a fucking teacher. Your job is to teach and only teach. Teach them what's on the fucking menu. If you're a math teacher, you need to only be teaching the math. To belittle a kid, that makes you a fucking bully. And one thing about me is I dislike bullies. No matter the age, the gender, the sex, the race, it doesn't fucking matter. If you're going to bully somebody, bully your own self, bitch. Bully your own kids, because what goes around comes the fuck around. And it's deeper, it's more in depth with that situation, but I'm not going to speak on that. Karma's a bitch. Karma doesn't skip nobody. So if you out here doing evil and wicked shit, every dog has its motherfucking day, bitch. Every dog. So if you out here dogging people the fuck out, get ready, because your day is coming. No matter how it is. You don't dictate how you go the fuck up out of here. Elam does. So if you out here got a connection with Elam, then you ain't out here doing fuck shit. So when people get fucked up, I know that they don't speak to Elon. Period. So I'm sending out my condolences to the parents who kids that were murdered. Because some of these parents could have been doing fucked up shit to other kids. That's why their kids got taken out. That's why I wasn't going to say that. But at the end of the day, truth is truth. Truth like rain, don't give a fuck who it fall on. You'll never see a raindrop say, hey, don't get them wet. I don't feel sorry for nobody but those fucking children. And that is it. They didn't even get to experience a fucking concert. They didn't get to fucking experience going up as teenagers to go on a beach trip or any type of trip with their friends. They didn't. It's a lot that they don't get to experience because of some fuck shit. To take someone else's life away, that's not right. That's Elam's job. So motherfuckers will get fucked up. But the cause, the root of it, that could have been fucking avoided if teachers stay in their fucking lane and just teach. It's not your fucking job to be doing anything to other people's kids. Because then when a parent come up there and fuck you up or whatever happens, you want to play victim. That shit don't work like that. Mind your motherfucking business. If you're not uplifting a child, mind your motherfucking business. Don't bring your personal issues to fucking work. And that's with any fucking job. If you can't separate work from personal, keep your ass the fuck home. Because then shit like this gets started. In there belittling the shooter. And no, I don't have a problem against people that's transgender. I don't treat people, I don't disrespect people or treat them any different. No matter what their color is, sex, anything. That don't got shit to do with me. If you got a fucked up spirit, a fucked up mental, a fucked up character, stay the fuck away from me. I will mistreat you. And what I mean by that is I don't want to be around you. And if you're going through anything, I don't give a fuck. You are the cause. You are the problem of it. So you deserve any type of karma that comes to you. America is missing the word L-O-V-E. Most of you motherfuckers don't love yourself, so therefore you cannot produce or give love to others. Keep your dumb ass in the fucking house. Keep your toxic, unhealthy ass in the house. These are fucking kids. And it's our job to protect them. If nobody is protecting them, then who the fuck is going to protect them outside of Elam? Exactly. Do your fucking due diligence. Check on a person's mental space. It ain't just adults. Kids need this shit too. Oh, well, my son is getting bullied at school. Well, what did you do? Well, I told the teachers that nothing happened. Y'all need to start taking shit like this serious because these kids grow up to be killers, shooters. Because they didn't have nobody to release this stress. They didn't have nobody caring about their feelings. Just because it's not important to you doesn't mean that it's not fucking important. If a child comes to me, I'm going to validate their feelings. I'm going to listen to let them know that they've been heard. Then I'm going to comfort them because that's a child. I may not do this shit to adults because adults know, but that's a fucking child. And then I'm going to be a solution to their problem. And then I'm going to check on them from time to time. This is what kids need. Adults need this shit too, but we need kids because kids grow into adults. Adults don't grow into children. Adults just be childish as fuck. This shit don't make no motherfucking sense. 333. Because you got one motherfucking time to play about my children. One fucking time. And I mean that. In the most disrespectful way possible. And I don't give a fuck who you is. You got one time. One time only. And I'm going to show you who the fuck I am. Out here, this is a school. And you allowing people to just walk on the school and enter it. What type of shit is this? Where's the protection at for the kids? You can't even send your kids to school and they come back home in one piece. Parents, you need to start teaching your kids that it's not okay to bully people. You have a meeting with the teacher and shit still doesn't change. How about you start whooping their motherfucking ass? Oh, well, we don't whoop at my house. Well, maybe if you would have whooped their ass, they wouldn't have became a fucking shooter. Maybe they wouldn't be a fucking bully. Oh, well, we took away the TV. Oh, we took away the video game. They're still doing the shit. Obviously, the shit don't work. Start whooping their motherfucking ass. Because my kids want to know, you don't bully no fucking body. Bully are fucking losers. If you got to bully somebody, that's a personal problem. And they learned it from somebody. Maybe the parents themselves. When somebody tell you that your kid is bullying another kid, you need to take that fucking shit serious. Because the kid that's getting bullied could possibly do suicide or anything. But y'all don't give a fuck about stuff like this. Oh, kids will be kids. No, the fuck they won't. Kids mimic what the fuck they see and what the fuck they're taught. Didn't no child just come up and become a bully. It was taught or shown to them. Y'all need to pay attention to your fucking kids. There's no excuse on why you're not paying attention to fucking children. There's no fucking excuse. An excuse means you a sorry ass excuse for a fucking parent. You shouldn't have had sex. You shouldn't have had kids. People think, oh, well, I'm providing a roof and giving them this. That's not fucking parenting. That's adulting. Parenting is caring about your child's mental health. How do they feel as a fucking child? That's one thing that's wrong with America. You feel like because they're children that their feelings are not validated. Yes, the fuck they are. They have feelings too. Nobody cares that they're fucking children. They still have fucking feelings. They're still fucking important. Y'all need to change y'all fucking mindset about how the world is being ran. Children are the youth. The youth is the future. What type of future is you building with your fucking kids? One thing about me is I'm an adult, but if I see another child bullying another child, I'm going to get that child right. And if you dislike it, then fight me, bitch. Fight me. Because apparently you're not doing shit about it. And I'm not going to come at a kid the way I'm coming. Unless that kid gives me the type of energy that they're demonic. And then I'm going to let that motherfucker know what goes around comes around. You're going to get bullied just as much. But you're not going to have nobody to help you. When you see a kid is bullying, you need to get to the root. Well, why is you bullying? What makes you want to bully people? That's not nice. What's going on at your home that makes you feel entitled to bully people? You need to get down to the root of the problem. Oh, well, I'm not getting enough attention at home. Okay, well, that doesn't make it right for you to bully the next kid. Well, let's go talk to your parents. If the parents don't do nothing about it, then that shows that a parent don't give a fuck. Oh, well, I work 12 hours. So you mean to work 12 hours is more important than your kid? I make sure I make people feel small as fuck when they tell me dumb shit like that. If you see a kid getting bullied, you need to help both kids. You need to be a companion to the kid that's getting bullied, and you also need to teach that kid to stand up for themselves so they don't get bullied with however methods. And the kid that's bullying, you need to see why they're bullying. But to have a fucking adult bully a child, now that right there, now I'm not saying bullying from a kid, two kids bullying, I'm not saying it's right. And I'm not saying it is normal, but that's normal. But to have a fucking adult bully a kid, now that's fucking beyond me. You need to get your ass whooped. You a fucking adult bullying a fucking kid. You need your ass beat. That's why kids can't be kids, because y'all are raising them like they're fucking adults. These are fucking children. Let them be fucking children. Children can't even children no more because people are making them become adults or allowing adults to fuck with them. People want to change, but they're not changing their damn selves. So if you out here doing shit to other people's kids and you got kids, it's going to come back on your fucking children, whether you like it or not. And if you're doing shit to kids and you don't have kids, don't worry. That karma's going to hit your ass real hard. You can walk outside and get hit by a fucking bus. Who gives a fuck? You shouldn't have been bullying kids. Oh, well, that's not bullying, correcting. Who died and told you to tell a child that they should dislike themselves because of a lifestyle that they chose? Who the fuck are you? Mind your motherfucking business. That's what the fuck you do. Mind your business. Y'all need to be on top of things like this. A child's mental state is very important. It determines what type of adult they're going to be. But either y'all not clicking, y'all not getting it, or you just don't give a fuck. Either way it go, all three of them is bad. So as of today, if you got kids, if you really love your kids, you need to be asking them if they're going to public school, how was their day? You need to be in your kids' business. It don't matter how old they are. You need to be an active parent. That's what an active parent is. You're inactive. Oh, well, I put food on the table and they got a roof. That's an inactive parent. You're not active. Oh, well, I go to their sport games. That's inactive. That's not an active parent. An active parent cares about the mental state of their child. Do they feel love? What's going on with you? That's being an active parent. Just because you show up to a fucking few games, that don't make you active. Now, I'm going to end this live, and I'm going to come back on here to talk to my HBBs. I'm not going to attach what type of messages I have for my HBBs to this live, because it's been a while since I've been on here. I took me a little break. But one thing about it is, karma don't skip nobody. This is people say, oh, you mean, you harsh. I'm the nicest motherfucker that ever walked this motherfucking earth. But one thing about it is I do not tolerate evil or negativity. I don't. So when shit come to these people, I don't give a fuck. I could care less. And in fact, they deserved it. Period. If you out here doing shit that you ain't got no business doing, be prepared to get your ass spanked. Only alum knows how you're going to get your ass whooping. But best believe you're going to get your ass whooped. And I don't feel sorry for nobody who's getting a spiritual ass whooping, because you had to do some shit in order for you to get a spiritual ass whooping. Elam's just not out here whooping ass for no reason. You gave Elam a reason to whoop your ass. And in fact, everything in life happens for a reason. Ante up, bitches. The shit is sad, Wisdom. Children is out here being molested, being bullied, being like all of this stuff. These are fucking kids. Kids can't even be kids any fucking more because of the fucking environment, the way the world is running. If you have kids, be an active parent. Really support your kids. Validate their fucking feelings. Don't just brush it up under the rug because you're tired. Because then if something happened to your kid, then what? Oh no, you were tired, remember? You were sleepy. You worked 12 hours. If you don't know how to fully be a good parent, don't fucking have kids. Keep your fucking legs closed. These parents need parents, not friends. The parenting skills is lacking. And then you send them to a school that's filled up with misleading, biased, corrupted fucking people. Oh, well, this is a Christian school, so don't expect shit. Those churchy schools be having the worst type of fucking people to be fucking teaching. To belittle a fucking child. You need your fucking ass whooped. It is what the fuck it is. May Elam send strength to those parents if they wasn't out here doing corrupted shit. If they were good people, may Elam send them strength and comfort. But karma is karma. Remember that. And that goes for anybody. If you out here doing evil shit and you got kids, best believe you can bet your fucking life on it. It's going to reach your fucking kids. Dumbasses. People want to play the field. Well, I just know you do fucking know. Remember when you was 20-something and you molested a kid? And now it's 20 years later, something happened to your kid? Let's be real and honest with ourselves. Because one thing about me is I'm about to start motherfucking exposing people for who the fuck they really are. I see every fucking dirt that you done did. I see all your fucking skeletons. You're playing this little role of where you praying that people do not find out what the fuck you done did or who the fuck you really are. I work with alums, so I see all that shit. Everyone is transparent. So for people to be like, oh, well, you're not compassionate. I'm very compassionate when it's due. I'm not compassionate or empathetic to negative ass, wicked ass, evil people. You get the shit end of the stick with me. You can kiss my fucking ass. I don't give two fucks about evil, wicked, or negative people. You deserve whatever comes to you, bitch. But if you out here being a good Samaritan and people is playing off your intuition or playing off your light, then that's when I come in, because I have a problem with that. I'm very compassionate because you out here doing what the fuck you need to be doing and people trying to play off of you. That's what I feel compassionate about. But if you out here doing evil shit, I don't give a fuck if it was 10 years ago. You deserve everything that comes to you. Every fucking thing. So if you out here being evil, wicked, or negative, guess what? You're going to feel it. Every dog has their fucking day. Karma doesn't skip nobody. I don't give a fuck how long you've been getting away with shit. It's going to come to pass. And you're going to get your ass whooped. And remember, a vessel like me don't give a fuck. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but Elam keep lifting me higher. So apparently, I'm doing what the fuck I need to be doing. So the shit that I'm saying is the motherfucking truth. I don't give a fuck about no one's opinion. Do better. Be better. Get on your shit. Get on your job. If you do not know how to be an active parent, keep your fucking legs closed and stay the fuck away from kids, because you a fucking hindrance. You're toxic and you're fucking unhealthy. You do not deserve to be a teacher. You need to do a thorough background on these teachers. And just because a teacher was bullied, but that don't mean that they should be a teacher for the bullies. That's trauma bonding. Because they can turn just like a snake. Any day they can fuck around and bite you. You need to have wholesome, good people teaching these fucking kids. People that don't give off no sense of being a child molester or a child intimidator. People didn't want Kanye West school to open up, but you ain't got to worry about your kids getting fucked up out there. Oh, but this is a Christian school. Why is Christian schools getting fucked up then? Because it's fucked up people that's working in those schools. Reevaluate every fucking teacher. Every fucking 3 to 6 months, teachers and students need to have a fucking eval or where the fuck they're at mentally. That should be a fucking recommendation. If you do not take it and don't pass it, you cannot be here because you are a hindrance. People talking about they won't change, but ain't put shit out there for the change to be seen. Y'all need to do it like prison, where they have a fucking button that locks all fucking doors. And you need to talk to these motherfuckers through an intercom. Oh, well that's gonna make shit more difficult. Who gives a fuck? What's more important, a child's safety or difficulty? A child's safety. So now you gotta talk to us through an intercom. Well, who are you? And the police need to be on standby. It needs to be 3 to 6 armed officers at every fucking school. So when somebody thinking that they're going to step foot with a gun or anything, they get shot or taken down before they even make it inside the fucking school. Oh, well, the teacher is the killer. Well, we would know that because we did fucking evals. Mental health. Pay attention to how a teacher is coming in. A teacher start not dressing good, smelling like liquor. If a kid come up to the principal office and tell you that the teacher is picking on them, you need to take heed to that. And somebody needs to be doing a thorough investigation on that teacher. That teacher should be removed until things come to bout. Meaning, you done checked the situation out. You done did a thorough fucking investigation. That teacher should be removed from off the premises. And if that teacher want to retaliate because that teacher been removed, then that teacher's license needs to be taken away and they need to sit in prison. Not jail, prison. Let's start taking shit serious. It's been too many fucking school shootings for us to not take it serious. Everybody needs to play and be active when it comes to this. Teach your kids not to be bullies or to allow them to get bullied. It starts at home, because then these children become fucked up adults. Now I'm about to end this live and I'm gonna come back because I'm not about to attach my other live to this. And I don't give a fuck who get mad. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck if you are a resident to those older people. I don't give a fuck. You don't know what a person was doing behind closed doors, but the truth is going to be revealed. A whole motherfucking press conference. Somebody's going to record the shooter and they're going to show it. How those people made them feel and why they did what they did. It's not justifiable. I'm not saying the shooter should have shot up nobody. But at the end of the day, if you would have took drastic measures on who the fuck you had teaching these kids, certain shit wouldn't happen. It takes a village to raise a child. Let's be that active village. If you see a kid getting bullied, you don't have to bully the kid. Be the fucking adult in the situation and see what the fuck is going on and see how you can be of service to stop it. Parents, start whooping your kids' ass. That's what's wrong. You spare the rod, not the child. Oh, well, I just can't beat my kids. I just don't believe in whooping my kids. We take away video games. This shit don't work. The reason why I'm not in prison or not out here fucked up is because my mama whooped my motherfucking ass. And I didn't want to get my ass whooped. So I listened eventually. You don't see me out here molesting kids or fucking with kids. You don't see me out here being a shooter or a criminal or a crook for that matter. That's because I got my fucking ass whooped. A lot of y'all are friends instead of parents. You're scared of your own fucking kids. You're scared for your kids to dislike you. I don't give a fuck. Well, mama, I hate you because you come to school and you sit in the back and embarrass me. I'ma keep fucking embarrassing you until you get this shit right. Period. Be a fucking parent. That's what the fuck you be. Be a better person. Be a better teacher. Mind your fucking business. Don't bring your personal problems to school and don't bring your truth to school. Because that child in that child house home, the mother could be okay with them being transgender. But then when they come to school, you tell them that it's not okay. And then you can have another kid whose parent is beating them down for being transgender. And then when they come to school, they get beat down again. Leave these fucking kids alone and let them be fucking kids. If not, keep your dumb ass the fuck at home. And anybody who feels as though that they're going to do anything malicious, evil, or wicked to kids, may Elam give you the biggest karma that you ever receive in your motherfucking lifetime. Because you fucking deserve it. Namaste, gang gang.